Hey everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. So today we got a press-on nail set. These are the colors we're going to be using. It's going to be inspired by that floral pattern that you see on that foil. And I picked the colors according to the nail foil, and I'm just base coating them with regular base coat. I use the regular base coat because it's helps the regular nail polish to stick better to the nails, you know. So if you're using gel polish, maybe just use the base gel. But in this case, I always use the regular base coat. And I try to pick the colors according to the nail foil because I wanted a very bright, summery type of nail set today. And there's some beautiful purples and greens, and also picked a pink one to try and blend in with the foils. And in this whole operation that I did here, unfortunately the foil transfer did not like go as well as I wanted, but I think they turned out kind of nice. So let me know if you have any techniques for the foil to transfer better. It definitely didn't you know, went as well as I thought it would. I had done a tester nail before, and I realized that maybe I should use the base gel before going in with the transfer foil. And we're also gonna have some ombre today. I feel like I always do ombres, but that's just kind of what I had the idea in that moment, because I had another idea for this nail set, but when I started filming, I just completely forgot about it, and it turned out that I just did ombres, which, yeah, maybe is a bit repetitive, but you could definitely do something more interesting on those other nails. But the focus here was supposed to be the foil and that floral foil, and I had some pink and some tail greenish kind of color on the bottom, and then I'm just gonna be blending in. And I definitely turned these ombres a lot. They turned really better than the other ones that I've been doing, so I feel like I improved on the on the ombre process. So yeah, I mean, I even got like a new brush for ombres, but I don't think I'm gonna really need that much because I did with a fan brush these ombres, and they got better actually than the previous one that I did. So here you can see I'm just like blending the colors, and because they're very like strong colors, I feel like it's a little bit difficult to blend them, but still I try to use the sponge a little bit. It didn't work so well because it just kind of like it soaks off the sponge with the nail polish instead of like blending. So yeah, and then I also used like some base coat, or like, no, actually top coat, regular top coat, that air dries for the on top of the ombres to kind of like try and smooth them out and try to blend them. So yeah, and then I'm going with some purple here, and then the purple is gonna be on the bottom, and then the other kind of green. There's two types of greens on this nail set. It's gonna be on top, and yeah, let's see what else. I don't really know what to talk about every time because I sped up this video as well a lot. I hope it's not like too fast because it was quite long. This nail set took me like almost 2 hours to do, which is pretty average actually for every set that I do. But it was pretty long, and I cut off a lot of parts as well. But I hope it's good. I hope someone likes this video, because I know these videos don't have a lot of views on my channel. Like, people don't really enjoy watching them as much. But I like doing them, and I love doing nails, so I'm just gonna keep doing them, until eventually some kind of audience finds them and enjoys them. So, and then here I'm just trying to blend this green with this purple, which is really difficult, but eventually they turn out really cute. And this purple that I'm using, it's kind of sheer, very like liquidy type of consistency, so it's really difficult to like have a very opaque type of color, you know. The coverage on it, you need to like put several coats to have like a deep purple really like coating the whole nail. So I do go in with several coats of the ombres just to make sure everything is, you know, very opaque. And here I'm just cleaning my brush because it was full of the purple nail polish, and I didn't want to like, I feel like the purple kind of went too much on top of the green. I didn't want the green to be like overpowered by the purple, but it kind of ended up going way too high on the nail, so it's not really like the most perfect symmetrical kind of ombre, but I think it's much better than the first ones that I did. So then here I'm just going with the green again, and yeah, I'm just trying to make the ombre seem a little bit better, you know, and then I'm just almost blending with the brush of the own nail polish really, because I feel like that works a little bit, you know, so kind of helps the colors to look more seamless with each other. And then here I'm just going with the base top actually, just to try and like sort of blend the colors in, because when you smooth out that top coat on top of the ombre, it kind of gives like an illusion of, you know, of more blended of a blended surface, whatever that means. And I also like went in with more pink because in the process of top coating it kind of like dragged the pink out of some areas, so I'm just here like trying to fill those areas in. And then here I'm just going with the same thing on the pinky. And then yeah, the pinky and the pointer are going to be ombres. The thumb is going to be a floral pattern. The entire nail is going to be a floral pattern. And the two middle fingers are going to be the most flory type of design. Here's the orange. Really like this orange. I had to go in with multiple coats because it was kind of sheer. And I wanted initially to do like the half bottom and the half top, sort of like in a triangle shape, and just put the foil on those two areas, but it kind of turned out that they didn't they didn't actually stay on those two areas. And yeah, and then I'm just using this green, kind of bluish green, to do the whole pointer, no, the middle finger or the ring finger. I actually don't remember now, but you know, these two are the middle fingers, and one of them is going to be the ring and the other one's going to be the actual middle finger. So I mean, it doesn't really matter the order, you know, but essentially it's like two of the more prominent colors on the foil pattern, the transfer foil. It's gonna be those two nails. So I'm just like putting a lot of coats to make sure it's really opaque. And yeah, I wanted to do like the top in half with the foil, but they kind of like, they just went where they wanted to go really. Like they had a mind of their own, and I couldn't exactly get like the precise placement of the foil like I imagined that I would, or like I wanted. But I think eventually you're gonna see that I have a little solution, which is crystals and rhinestones. I just place them on the gaps of the foil and kind of like try to hide a little bit of the mistakes that I made. So yeah, I'm just gonna let you watch this a little bit with some lo-fi music, and I hope you enjoy. So now I'm just going in with the transfer foil gel, and I'm not too sure if it's like the foil that's really bad or the gel that's really bad. And then here, like, I realized that maybe I should put the base first and then cure it, which is what I did, so that maybe like the transfer foil sticks better to the base gel instead of just regular nail polish. And I checked the nails before to see if they're really dry, and then I base gelled them, base coated, base gelled them, and then I cured for 60 seconds, and then I went in with the transfer foil, a gel, and then I am not too sure which problem occurred because the foil did not transfer like precisely well in the parts that I wanted, like it literally didn't even like pick up on most of the imagery that I wanted to place on the nail. And then here you can see like I'm just placing like on the bottom half and the top half as well. And then I grabbed like this liner brush to try and smooth out and like do some little lines there with the transfer gel to like get them on the precise placement that I wanted. And then I'm just doing the same thing on the other nail, this greenish bluish nail. And then I cured the transfer foil for 30 seconds. I'm not too sure if it's like supposed to be 30 or 60, but that's what I did here. I did 30. So maybe that's why it didn't transfer so well. I'm not too sure. But then here I'm just like rubbing the foil there, and I wanted that rose to stick just on that bottom half, and then it just like did not did not even like looked like a flower, honestly. You see that? That is like, yeah, and I try to go in again to try and like fill the rest of the, but it doesn't work really. And yeah, it's really disappointing. But then like on the top part, it worked a little bit better. I kind of grasped on that image a little bit better, but still not as perfect as I wished it was. And then the thing is as well, like these little green things that I use to place the nails on the stand, they kind of like just keep falling off all the time, Like not when I'm painting the nails, but like when I do a little bit of extra force on them, they just like pop off. So, yeah, maybe I should actually search for like a better kind of sticky little putty or tab to leave them on the stand. Then here I'm just doing the blue one, which honestly looks very blue, but it's actually a green. I'm not too sure what kind of color that is. And then here I'm trying to like place the foil into the parts that it didn't transfer. It goes working, I suppose, a little bit each time that I try to go in. Maybe if I went a couple more times, it would have worked. I don't know, but that's what I ended up doing because I got really frustrated in the middle of it, and I just sort of like gave up, But this green nail is a little bit better than the orange, I think. And I wanted the orange flowers into this orange background, but they did not want it to stick. And I feel like it just ruined and wasted the entire foil and did not get a good result, which is just really disappointing. But I'm not too sure, if it's just the quality of the gel or the quality of the foil. All of these things that I'm using are like from Shane and like AliExpress and stuff, so I'm not too sure, like maybe I just need better foils. Then here I'm just like putting the foil transfer gel, oh my god, so many words, into the thumbnail, and I forgot to put the base, the base gel on that thumb, but and then I'm just stop coating them because I decided, this isn't gonna work anymore, so I'm just like, it's not gonna get better than this. So instead of like ruining them with like trying to go with more foil gel, I just like top coated them with some base, my gosh, top, gel top. And I just get the words so mixed up. It's like so many terms and names. It's obviously gets a little confusing at times, but yeah. And then I just put them like in the lamp for 60 seconds. And then here I'm just doing the thumb, which also did not go as planned. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, I did all the stuff that people say you're supposed to do, 30 seconds, you rub the foil in, And also, like, I forgot to paint the thumbnail. I was gonna, like, the background of it was supposed to be a green, and I end up doing that, like, kind of like half-assed afterwards, you know, on the back of the nail, which, yeah, I suppose it kind of worked. It gave a better background for the foil, but still did not, like, come out as perfect as I wished it did. Because here I'm just realizing, like, I wanted the whole foil in that nail, but I needed, like, a base because it was not gonna, like, the foil wasn't gonna full, like, fill in all the spaces, you know? So, yeah, I imagined it would, but then, like, I realized maybe I should have put, like, a coat of green or any other color underneath, you know, so that maybe even if there is some gaps in the foil, isn't, like, so visible. And then here I'm just top coating the ombres, and I'm gonna cure them for 60 seconds as well to get them, like, really nice and secure. And then I cure the transfer foil as well for 30, I think, at this time, and then just top coating everything. And yeah, I mean, I love foils. I love all the patterns and the, you know, imagery and colors they have, because I mean, I could never do those drawings by hand, you know, and like nail stickers are just like not enough. And then you want to have those beautiful transfers on your nails, but you know, it doesn't work as planned every time. So, but here I'm just going in again with a little bit more of the foil, trying to rub that in. And then I do actually end up using some stickers on top of this thumb to kind of hide those gaps. And yeah, what else? And then yeah, you see, like, here it's just not coming out very well. It's just really, it's a mess. But I suppose, like, for the first time that I'm using it, like, it's not really the first time, but you know, the second time, I guess, that I'm using foil, it's, well, it's okay, I suppose. But yeah, I think maybe, like, my gel is just way too thick. I feel like maybe, like, it just needs some blending or some steering or whatever, to, because I felt like I just put very thick coats of it, and I wasn't even trying to do thick. It just came out that way out of the bottle. And then here I'm just picking some crystals up to fill those nails in the middle there, the middle nails. I'm gonna, like, place some glue around the edges where the foil didn't transfer properly. I'm gonna apply some different sizes of crystals. Honestly, I feel like I should have used, like, smaller crystals to, like, give a more detailed impression, you know? But I ended up using, like, just two sizes, and one of them wasn't even that small. But yeah, then I'm just, like, picking a big, a small, a big, a small, and trying to, like, put them around that tip to kind of, like, frame, or kind of, like, yeah, kind of frame that you know, flower. I suppose it doesn't look really like a flower, but it was supposed to be a flower. And then, like, the top part, I just kind of do, like, a line going on the front of it, just sort of, like, outlining that. And then I did top coat everything before going in with the crystals, so I did not top coat on top of the crystals. And I did realize, actually, that, like, my previous nail sets, I top coated on top of the rhinestones, and I feel like that secured them a lot better, because when I was wearing this nail set, one of the crystals on this orange nail actually fell out. So it was just stuck by that glue gel. So I feel like that didn't really, you know, fully secure it there. So, you know, definitely if you want, like, for them to last, the crystals, you should top coat on top of them. But since I had already done on the, you know, the underneath of the nail, then I just, like, applied the crystals, and I didn't top coat them. Also, like, I mean, I suppose if you top coat on top of the crystals, they kind of lose their shine a little bit. But at the same time, I don't really mind that. I just don't want them to, like, fall off of the nail. And yeah, they look much more shiny without the top coat. But then I didn't actually top coat it on top of them this time. So yeah. Then I'm just, like, flash curing them. I do put every nail, you know, inside of the lamp at the end to, like, secure them and stuff. And yeah, and then I'm gonna do the same crystal type of design. It's not really the same design actually. I just go with the line on the middle of it to try and like give some cohesiveness to the whole nail set, you know. But then, yeah, I mean, let me know what you think about this whole design. I don't think it's one of the best, honestly. Like it could have been a lot better if the foil had worked like I imagined, but you know, it's all about learning, it's all about practice. So I feel like, you know, I struggled so much with ombres in the beginning, and now I feel like I just like I did them so easily, you know. Of course they weren't perfect, but like each time ombres come out different, so it's not like 100% every time you do them it's gonna come out exactly, you know. But yeah, I mean, and then yeah, I don't know what else to say. I guess that's it, you know, like just keep practicing and eventually like the same thing, you know, that happened with ombres. Like at the beginning I thought that I was never going to be able to do them very well, and now I'm kind of really glad with the result that I had on this nail set. And you know, eventually maybe that's going to happen with the foil as well, because you know, I'm just going to keep doing more foil nails, and then eventually they're going to look better each time, hopefully. And then I'm just grabbing some stickers to try and fill up this thumb, to try and get like, you know, to hide the gaps that the foil left. And well, let's see, because I don't know why I didn't cut this part off. It's pretty long. Seems like it's, yeah, it's gonna take a while. I'm just like organizing around the desk and stuff. But yeah, and then I'm just grabbing these beautiful, like colorful orangey type of butterflies and some little flowers and whatnot to try and fill up this thumb, because it was looking a little bit strange, definitely. And then also, like, I end up realizing later on that I didn't paint on the background of it, so I just do it underneath the nail. Since these are press-ons, that was kind of like an easy solution that I thought in the moment, because I felt like I couldn't leave it that way, you know, like it looked just so weird with the transparent background. And yeah, it definitely looks better with the green underneath. Also, like, I think I should have done with a different green, the thumb, because do you know the pointer that's purple and green? That one has a very, like, greenish, you know? And then I ended up going on the thumb with the other green, the bluish green, and then it doesn't look very, like, cohesive with the rest of the nails, I feel like, because I only used that, like, greenish teal color once in the pinky, instead of like doing that color on the thumb. So I mean, that's another thing that I think that it could have been better, you know. And then there is like these little stickers with some leaves and things that I'm just gluing on each gap to try and hide that a little bit. And I think at the end it looks, yeah, it looks a bit good, you know, from afar. If you don't pay too much attention to it, it kind of you don't really realize that it's full of gaps. But yeah, and then here I'm just going with this green, and then like it looks, yeah, I don't really like the way that this nail turned out, really, because I feel like it should have been the other green. So yeah, I don't know why I didn't thought about that, because like it just, I don't know, there's already so much of this color on the other nails, you know. And then the pinky is like sort of standing out, I feel like, in the whole set, because it's like the only one that has that kind of green, so it doesn't really like match with the rest, you know. But then like I'm just coating everything as much as possible, and then you're gonna see eventually when I turn the nail around that it looks, you know, a little bit better in relation to all that foil gaps on top of them, on top of the nail. So then here I'm just grabbing more stickers and putting them on the middle of the nail to kind of, you know, give a little bit of a more interesting look to it, I guess. And because on the middle of it, it doesn't really have any gaps, but I just thought it looked like kind of plain, and I wanted to put something else there. So I went in with stickers. So yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna then I'm obviously gonna top coat this one because I hadn't done that yet. And yeah, I'm just gonna let you watch this and I'll be back in a second. So this is it. This is how they're looking, the final result. And I think they look really cute, actually. I really like them, but besides, the many mistakes. But yeah, I was just checking to see if they're really cured, and they're really shiny. I love the crystals on them. And then I'm just gonna be prepping my nails a little bit, pushing my cuticles back, and prepping to apply them. So I disinfected my nail cuticle pusher, because that's important. And my nails are looking really, really crusty actually, so don't mind that, but they're gonna look beautiful at the end. So let me know what you think about this angle and the audio and the footage, like the zoom, because I kind of zoomed in a little bit more on the process of making the nails. So I hope this angle and this zoom kind of works better, and let me know what you think as well about the length of the videos, because I think they're kind of long, and that's probably why people don't really watch it. But if you watched so far, which I find it really impressive, let me know, and comment like a flower emoji or something. Maybe I'll do like shorter videos, but I kind of really enjoy watching long videos, so that's why I make my videos long. And also because the process of making the nails takes a long time, and I just find it important to show every step, even the mistakes, because I feel like that's what the nail community is about, it's about learning together and whatnot. So when I watch a video and it's like super perfect, I kind of feel, a little bit intimidated. But I like to show my mistakes because I know that people make mistakes, so, while doing nails. So yeah, I'm just like removing any dead cuticle that was stuck in my nails. And yeah, I haven't prepped my nails in a long time actually, so that's why they're looking so crusty, dusty. But eventually they look better than this. And I applied them with some regular glue, just to have an easier method of popping them off. And I might do actually some gel nails in the future, because I really quite enjoy it, but I just kind of find it too difficult, because I want to do the nails and I want to remove them afterwards so that I can live normally without like super huge long nails, because I don't know how to live exactly, how to move around with those, and they kind of really bother me. But like, I like taking pictures and I like looking at them beautiful in my fingers for a little while. But then like, if you do with gel, like actually like the gel X method, it kind of, they stick on there really well. So yeah, that's a bit of a thing, and I couldn't find any like peel off bases to apply underneath. But maybe I'm gonna try and do like some homemade peel off base methods so that I can pop them off right away, because I just do them like for the video and the photos and stuff, and then afterwards I don't really like wearing them, although they look really beautiful. And then I'm just gonna buff the surface, because, I decided to leave this whole part in because it's kind of really interesting to show you guys how I prep them, because, and yeah, so they last a little bit, like, 1 day and a half or something, because press-ons are kind of really easy to pop off, so that's why I do them. But at the same time, I want them to last a little bit, so that's why I buff the surface. And then these actually lasted like, I guess like 24 hours, because I applied them and then I spent a little while with them and they actually stayed on until I wanted to take them off, so yeah. But I do advise, if you want to like keep them for more than a day, to use the sticky tabs, the little adhesive tabs that come in most press-ons, instead of using the brush-on glue, because I feel like the brush-on glue, it's kind of like less strong, you know? So here I'm just filing a little bit of my nails to get them straight, and then I think I also went in with the nipper to try and get some cuticle out. And unfortunately I couldn't get like an outside shot, you know, with like natural lighting, because it's really cold here and it's actually not summer where I live. So although I did summer nails, it's not summer here, so like I couldn't really get like very good pictures of them. And the lighting in my room as well didn't really help, and the focus as well wasn't really the best on most of the pictures that I took. It was really difficult to get pictures from these, I think because of the crystals. They were like really shiny and it didn't really like help the camera to focus. But I do end up getting a few pictures, I think, and those will be like at the end of the video. And I think now I'm just gonna apply them with the brush-on glue. Oh, actually, I'm gonna file the tips and around the edges and everything to get them like nice and neat, you know, because they have like the little free edge, a little bit pointy and stuff, and I like to crisp them up very well. So yeah, I mean, like the video and comment please what you thought about this nail set and the whole process of it, I guess, and let me know whatever I can do to make the nail foil transfer work better. And yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. So I'm just gonna apply some cuticle oil to to, finish up the nail set. And this is their final result. This is how they look on my hands, and I find them really beautiful. I think it encompasses the summer vibe I was going for, although the foil could be a lot better. So yeah, I think this is probably like the best shot that I got because of the lighting, and here it was a lot better than the one outside. So now I'm just gonna show you a couple pictures, and don't forget to like the video and comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.